Hello there, this is Mike and this is a weekly Forex market forecast. And in this video, we're looking at the AUDUSD, Euro AUD, Euro CHF, and the EURJPY currency pairs. But first of all, before we get into the business of the day, let's take a look at the product that I offer, the Premium Forex Signal Service, which goes for $200 monthly. Now, with this service, you get highly profitable trading signals that will take your trading to the highest possible level. Now, the signals that I provide on this channel are highly profitable, and they are from systems that have been tested, strategies that have been tested and are trusted over the years, right? So if you're interested, my contact will be in the description below. Copy the link to my Telegram contact, my direct Telegram contact. Copy the link, paste it in your browser, and chat me up and let me know that you would like to come on board. One thing I can assure you of is that the product I offer is worth a lot more than the $200 that I charge for it. So if you're interested, chat me up and let's get started working together. All right, thanks for paying attention to that. Now let's go into the business of the day. The AUD USD currency pair. Now let's do top-down analysis. Take it from the monthly first. Now we can see the market has been very bearish, right? And when you have a scenario like this where the market is bearish and comes to a point where it appears to be giving you it appears to be forming, I think we call these triangles. I don't know what I don't know what the names are anymore, but you get the idea. So I think it's forming triangles around the spot place. Let me point that out. We have that. We have this triangle right here, and we have another one right here. Another one that we might get to see this week. So this might just be a sign that the market wants to push below or break below this, zone. Now, typically that's what it indicates, but we know a lot of times what applies typically doesn't apply practically in the market at all times. So this is what we should typically, look out for. But let's go to the weekly time frame and see for ourselves again what's happening. Okay. Well, it's not so different from what is on the monthly time frame. Let's go down to the daily. Now, long-term bearish move. Daily time frame, we're coming close to these resistance levels. So what should we look out for? What I'll say is that if price comes into the 0.66722 zone or the 0.66953 zones, if it comes into any of those zones and gives us a bearish day close at any of those points, right? If it gives us a bearish day close at any of those points, if it meets your confirmation, I'll suggest that you go for a one-to-one right there. Go for a sell, at least a one-to-one. Now you can go for more than a one-to-one because this is a very bearish market. Now you can look at that from the monthly time frame. You see it is very bearish, right? Really, really bearish, and you might just be catching another leg of the trend right there. So you can go for a one-to-one, a two-to-one, or even more like a three or so, 3-to-1, and even much more. But I think we might have a possible target right here. We're just picking out a zone, and there's also a closer zone right here. Let me take note of that too. It's important to take note of major zones, not to overlook any, so you don't you don't have yourself to blame later. So there's a possibility that you might go for your target. You can target the 0.65981 zone or the 0.65782 zones. So any of those zones would work, right? If you don't mind staying that long. If you don't mind staying that long, that would be a good one to go for. So I think that's a good bearish opportunity. So now let's see if we can see another opportunity right there. Okay, what if we look at this zone? Let's take a look at this one. Let's try to bring it up to this place here. That's another major zone right there. Now, if price comes into this zone, there's also another one right here. So if we see price come into any of these zones, see price come into any of these zones. So if price pushes lower and comes into this 0.64904 zone, or it pushes into the 0.64585 zone, whichever of those zones it pushes into, and gives us bullish day close at any of those zones, well, what I would expect is that if it meets your confirmation, you go for a one-to-one, right? Go for a one-to-one. Don't overstay your welcome, because this is a very bearish market, and if you're buying in a bearish market, you have to be extra careful. So go for a one-to-one, take a profit and move along. Now for Euro AUD. For the Euro AUD currency pair, looking at it from the monthly time frame, you can tell it's quite a bullish market. It's been bullish over the years, and although we have this really bearish monthly time frame, really bearish monthly candle right now, but the month has not ended, so we cannot make decisions based off of that. But we have a significant weekly bearish candle, right, which was 2 weeks ago. The previous week's candle was also bearish. So it might be a sign of immediate bearish moves, but well, we never can say. We just have to go down to the daily to see what to expect. Now for the daily time frame, what are the zones to look out for? Let's take a look at this one. Yeah, that's a valid zone. I believe we can also take note of this zone. We can also look at this one as well. Yeah, you can see it. You can see how the market bounced off this zone twice and came in here, dropped off, came in here again, also dropped off. So that's also another significant zone. So we take note of those two zones. And if we see price come into the zone, if we see price come into the 1.63707 zone, and if price gives us a bullish day close above that zone, then I'll suggest that you go for, if it meets your confirmation, you can go for a one-to-one right there, or better still, a two-to-one, since it's quite a bullish market. You know, it's bullish, and you can go for a two-to-one. But or even as much as the this next zone of the 1.65727 zone. You can go as far as that, right? But you have to make sure you don't overstay your welcome. Watch it closely and maybe take some partial profits at the 1-to-1 before letting it continue higher. But if we don't see that and you see price push back into this 1.67540 zone, and it gives us a bearish day close below that zone, then I would suggest that you go for a sell, right? Go for a 1-to-1, and maybe not more than a 1-to-1, because it's a bullish market and you don't want to overstay your welcome. So that's that for the Euro AUD currency pair. Simple and straightforward. Now to the Euro CHF. Now Euro CHF on the monthly time frame, you can see it's clearly bearish. There's no other way you can say it. It's just bearish, so bearish. And I think it has broken below the lowest low. Yeah, just last week it broke below the lowest ever low on my charts, by the way. We're talking about since 1997, price hasn't gone that low. So it broke below that low but did not close below, right? It didn't close below. So what should we expect going forward? Well, let's take a look at the weekly. We have bullish candles in play currently on the weekly time frame. 2 weeks ago we had this bullish pin bar. Last week we had this bullish candle as well. So now let's go down to the daily. So what's the execution going to be like? Well, I can take note of this zone. Take note of that zone. Take note of this one. Let's bring it down a little. What other zones are there? Okay, so we also have that one right there. So let's zoom out a little to see. I hope you're seeing how I plot my zones. It's quite just simple and straightforward. So here we are. We seem to have an immediate zone in play right now. Okay, if we push it higher to make it align with this pin bar from 19th of April 2024, we have it clearer right there. Okay, so I don't think we should ignore this one too. I don't think we should ignore that. Okay, so yeah, that's it. And what do we expect for the new week? Well, if we see price push into this we see price push into the 0.96818 zone, and it gives us a bearish day close below that zone, then we can go for a sell opportunity right there. We can go for a 1-to-1 first of all, and we can even target as low as the 0.95643 zone, right? There's a possibility it goes that low because this is a bearish market, right? It's a very bearish market, and you can't predict that a bearish market is over except you see it actually turn bullish. So since we're not seeing it go bullish, we can actually expect that it should continue bearish, right? But if we don't see that, if we see price come as low back into the 94061 zone, then we can look out for an opportunity to buy. If it gives us a bullish day close above this zone, then we can look out for an opportunity to buy. But I don't advise that you go beyond a 1-to-1, since it's a bullish market and you're buying in a bullish market. When you're buying in a bullish market, you should be careful, right? So I'm taking out this zone because I'm not comfortable with it. The zone held a pin bar last week but did not actually deliver, right? So I'm not gonna keep that on my chart for reasons best known to me. Yeah. So that's what I've been looking out for the Euro CHF currency pair. Very simple and straightforward. Just make sure if it meets your confirmation, you take with the proper risk management. Right, now let's go to EURJPY. EURJPY, like every other JPY pair, currency pair, has been very bullish over the years. Now, what should we expect? Well, it's a bullish market. From the monthly, you can see that clearly. Now, weekly, what does it say? Weekly also says bullish, bullish, bullish. In fact, we had this bullish candle, really bullish weekly candle, and we have this bullish candle as well that's followed it. So for the daily time frame, what should we expect? And let's take note of some zones. Let's point out some zones here, zones of interest. There's one right there that played out here and also provided support at this point, and it's close to the current price. I think there's also one right here. There's also one right there. Okay. There's also another one there. Yes, there is. A very valid one. There's one right here as well. You can learn how to plot your zones with the way I, plot mine right here. You can learn a lot from this analysis I do weekly. So this is how I'm gonna look at it. Now it appears, if we're looking at it this way, then it appears that we have an immediate trading opportunity right here, because market closed below this. Market came into this 163.409 zone and gave us a bearish day close below that zone, right? So I would expect that you can go for a sell opportunity if it meets your confirmation. You can go for a sell opportunity, but don't go beyond the 1-to-1, because this is a very bullish market and you definitely do not want to overstay your welcome in a bullish market. You can go for a 1-to-1 right here, and if you do a 1-to-1, you'll be good, right? The 1-to-1 will make a lot of sense if it meets your confirmation, yeah. But if we don't get that, if we have market push higher, maybe come back low into this 160.212 zone, or the 157.836 zone. So in any of those scenarios, if the market comes into that zone and gives us a bullish day close above any of those zones, market gives us a bullish day close above any of those zones, then I would suggest or advise that you go for a buy. Go for a buy if it meets your confirmation. First, a 1-to-1, but considering the fact that it's a very bullish market, you might want to stay and let it and watch the market, push higher. And price might go as far, if it's from the 157.836 zone, it might go as far as the 160.212 zone. And if it's from the 160.212 zone, it might even go as far as the 163.409 zone, right? So there's also this zone really close right here. So if price comes into that zone, right, that's the 160.097 zone, and it gives us a bearish day close below that zone, you can also go for a 1-to-1 right there, since it's a bearish market. So that is that for EURJPY. Simple, straightforward, and clear, right? So let me take you back to the product that I offer, the premium forex signal service, which goes for $200 monthly. With this trading signal service, you will take your trading to the highest level. This is not a bluff, this is a fact, right? And you get a 10% commission for everyone that you refer to this system of ours. You get $200. It goes for $200 monthly rather, and you get 10% of the commission. That's $20, right? You can choose to take it as a cash, or you can choose to take it as part of your next subscription, whichever one works for you. So the premium forex signal service is here for you. Now, I started this to help people. I'm aware of how many people have tried so many things and they seem to be struggling terribly with their trading, but I'm willing to help you get this trading thing once and for all. I'm a trader myself, and I only post trades that I take myself, right? And I definitely only want to make profits. So I don't take any trade. I don't post any trade with the idea that I'm obliged to post a trade, but I post trades because I know this has a high chance of being a profitable trade, right? So this is what I do. And I do not, I do not trade for the sake of trading, I trade to make money. So if you'd like to come on board, my direct Telegram contact is in the description below. Copy the link, paste it in your browser, and chat me up. So thanks for watching. Bye for now.